Welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here for another episode of Knights of Truth, where I slap my snake underneath a wagon. That being said, we are here with the full cast and crew. As always, we are here with unMadeGaming. We are here with Mick Loken. We are here with Mick Frags and Bob. Let's turn things right over to Bob. We'll turn things right over to Bob to get us into the ninth world. So, Bob, take us away to whatever this is.
Hi, guys. Hey. Welcome. So, when last we met, there was definitely some snake slapping underneath a cart, and I believe that Scout and Jacoby came across a ancient alien relic, maybe ancient, maybe new. They don't quite know yet. Regardless of which, they were attacked by a symbiote, and it appears that Scout was inhabited. So we're going to take that away. That's exactly where we're going to start. The two of you guys stand next to each other. Scout is smoking from the explosion, but even though his clothes are tattered and ripped, where you would see a hole or like some type of bruising or burning, you see a black mass just kind of easing over the wound. What do you guys do?
Do you usually do that?
No. Can I will it out?
You can give it a shot.
Okay, what do I need to roll?
This is going to be, or what do you need? Probably an intelligence, right? It's like more like a willpower thing at this point.
Okay, I thought it was might last time, but I can do that.
Well, might was pretty much to like flex it off of you. Okay. This is already inhabited.
Okay. I have intellect defense. What's the difficulty, by the way?
It's going to be a difficulty 5.
5. Okay. So I have intellect defense. I think the only other thing I have is survival, but I don't think that really takes effect here. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to roll a fucking 3 times 4, 12 or better. All right, this is it, guy.
Do your best, Scout.
Scout has a notorious not doing his best. Nope.
You had the defense, which dropped it down to a 4. You rolled a 3 anyway.
I rolled a 10.
Well, I mean, difficulty 3 you rolled.
Why put it at a 3? Why did I do that? I'm at 5. It's trained. I thought I only dropped it by 1 if it's trained.
It did. It dropped it down to a 4.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You rolled a 10, which beats the difficulty 3.
Oh, that's what that means.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you try to flex this thing off, but it doesn't seem to do anything. It's also important to note that you still have functionality.
I still have control, but that might be, and I start like taking off like my armor and looking under and seeing what it's doing.
It's hanging out.
You notice that on the wounds itself that you would have at this point, they seem to be occupying that. You notice a nebulous glow. It's mostly black, but with pink, almost like strands coming together and warping together. And you can even see some of your smaller wounds are actively being closed by this.
That's normal. My wounds close all the time. So at this point, I go, let me try something. And then in my head, I'm like, hello.
No response.
Okay. Well, it doesn't have telepathy.
Your wound? Your shoulder?
Whatever is inhabiting me.
Oh, yeah. Well, all right. What exploded? Was it the goo?
It was the pod.
Oh, okay. Your wound doesn't have telepathy? You're being inhabited by something? Okay.
That's fine. Well, okay. So do we? All right. Maybe I could scrape it out of there. Hold on. Hang tight. And can I take my wrist blade and try to just like?
Yeah. This is going to be a dexterity check. It's not going to be too hard because you probably don't care too much about cutting him, and he also probably wouldn't feel it too much either. So go ahead and make me a difficulty 5 dex speed.
All right. Difficulty 3, difficulty 5. Hiya. I think I did that right. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I needed to reduce it. Anyway, I failed.
Yeah. Could you have reduced it to a 2?
Could I have reduced it to a 2? Let's see. Speed, no. No, I couldn't have. This makes sense. I actually have 1 speed right now, so no.
Okay.
But yeah, I would probably fuck up anyway. I would.
So you get the blade in there, and every time you go to...
My hands are shaking because I'm so exhausted from all of the effort that I've been doing.
Yeah, not to mention, every time you go to try to slice it off, it kind of moves out of your way.
Okay. It seems like it's not really... It's reacting to the blade, like where I'm going to place the blade. It's trying to dodge it. It doesn't want me to touch it with my blade. I can't quite scrape it off. I can't get to it. It seems that every time I scrape it, it somehow seeps under a little bit for a bit and then dodges the scrape. It's weird. It's really weird. And I fear I'm going to start doing some real harm.
At this point, I want to... Can I make a perception roll? Where I want to see if it's like eating me and I can't tell because it's using a numbing agent. So like, is it like...
Yeah, I see.
Just you feel you're really hoping for a tingle of some sort.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you close your eyes and as in any true meditation, you start at the top of your head and slowly pull your senses downward through your body. Go ahead and make me a intelligence.
Okay.
This is intelligence, right? Yeah.
Yeah. What is the difficulty?
Difficulty 3.
Okay. I succeed because I have perception.
It doesn't seem like it's causing you harm. You don't feel a tingle. In fact, if it's doing anything, you feel as though you're gaining from this in some way, shape, or form. It's definitely intrusive, but you can definitely feel as if the damage that you've taken from that blast has been subsided a lot.
Interesting. It seems to be healing me. It's a new pet. I call it Jiggler.
It's healing you. Jiggler?
Yes. Jiggler.
Okay, all right.
Because it was like, it was jiggling.
No, I get... Okay, all right, I get that. All right, so it's healing you right now.
Yes.
All right, so I guess I'll just leave it, and I put the my wrist blade back. All right, so where the hell... What was that?
That the wires crossed, something blew up. I don't know.
The wires crossed, something blew up. Anything could have happened. All right, hold on. All right, just hang tight. Can I actually...
Do you remember it was like Octa, Punta, and then I was like, oh, okay, that's
oh, right.
Yeah,
right, yeah.
It was speaking in a different language I did not understand, so...
Your skill will now allow you to know that it was counting down.
It was counting down.
I feel like after that and then an explosion probably would... I think now that I think about it, I think it was counting down to something.
I feel like everyone
okay.
makes that leap.
Pretty strong leap. I don't know if we'd be able to make it. Intelligence check.
Difficulty 5 at least.
Difficulty 5 IRL intelligence.
I believe it.
Okay, so I guess we just don't have to deal with that.
And so you said you wanted to investigate the explosion area, right?
I was going to investigate the wires, see how or what caused it to explode, but then he mentioned it was a countdown, so I think it was sort of some sort of defense or something. But then again, we're also not looking for popes, and we're investigating some sort of space tower. I will. Could I leave him here? I'll leave you here. Is there more to the tower, or is this the top floor, quote unquote top floor?
Well, if you remember, you tried to continuously walk up.
Right.
And then after turning around, you were led to this area.
We found a spot, right? So we can continue to go up.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
All right, I'll let him know that I'm going to slip out and make my way up.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to see what else this tower has. Are you going to be good here? It looks like the worst thing that could have happened has happened. And I look at the smoking bay where the escape pod was.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the thing that inhabited my body, but okay.
As you look over,
right, that too.
As you look over to the sleeping bay, or the bay where it was, you notice what appears to be some type of metal box that was blasted off into the wall.
Mine.
Where? And then I jump up onto the ceiling like a cat.
Yeah, the hairs on the back of your neck definitely stand up.
I walk into the pod and I start grabbing the box. I'm like, mine.
Careful, don't jostle that. It'll explode. Oh, you were just claiming it. Okay. I thought you were saying it was a mine. And then I slowly get off of the ceiling and make my way towards the exit.
No, boom steps. I call those boom steps.
Boom steps. Okay, well, yeah. we should have gone over this terminology before we started this mission.
Oh, I made them all up.
But then again, you aren't actually a knight. All right. Anyway, and then I make my way. And neither is anyone else.
Was knights really when it comes down to finding out the truth?
What?
What? Nothing.
Back at the river. That no one is a knight, and he has an existential crisis.
Back at the river, the commander stands in front of you, Nell, and Denine. You start to feel woozy.
Okay, that makes sense. I just got bit by a snake twice.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, that's on top of your legs starting to feel pins and needles.
Right. Of course.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's how I feel. You got me.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's the effects that are starting to happen.
No, I remain quiet. I still hold true to the fact that the snake bite hurt less than several daggers or swords.
No.
Seems fair.
The man has just looked inside of the cart last week. He looked inside of the cart. He saw all of the weapons and armor, and you're now in the process of convincing him that they are for mechs.
Yep, I sure was.
Okay,
Yeah.
just double checking that that's still going down. He looks at you and so explain yourself.
So we left off with me taking one of the plates and showing
Try to put it on.
It doesn't
to display it, yeah.
fit right on a normal body.
You tried to grab the biggest one, yes, and it worked.
Yes. So, because I tried to convince him that these are for the mechanized units.
I have never heard of such things.
Oh, okay. Maybe you need to talk to your Pope.
His head cocks sideways. Don't you mean our Pope?
Well, yes, but...
Do you have citizen papers?
Well, with the way that the conversation flows, talk to your Pope, talk to your mom, talk to your dad. If it's our dad, it's our mom. I'm not going to say, hey, go talk to our mom. Of course he's our Pope.
Roll a deception for me.
Okay.
Difficulty 4.
Oh, I'm specialized in perception, not deception.
Wrong deception.
Oops, wrongception.
D9. At this point, as you're starting to feel these... No, keep rolling. I'm just...
What was I rolling again?
Deception against 4. Plus whatever you have to drop it. D9. As you're sitting there and you can feel pretty much death rising from your leg and moving itself up.
Right.
You see you almost feel it because you're kind of like looking over to see what the hell is about to happen to him. and you feel something being pressed into your hand.
Into my hand?
Correct.
Do I see anything in my hand?
No.
Do I see anyone near my hand?
No.
Okay. And I don't see anything in my hand.
No, but there's something clearly in your hand.
It's Pope's son.
Thanks. Thanks,
You hear...
No problem. I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page.
This is Chad. You didn't know. It might be Gregory Popeson. In case you were...
Gregory was his name.
Something's sucking at my wound, and I don't know what it is.
You should probably eat this.
Poperson's very weird.
Man, does it sound like Gregory Popeson?
Yes.
Okay. Because that might be more startling than a snake. We're in a desert by a river. Snakes are commonplace. Invisible man boys are not. That's a very different thing to have happen to me.
So, DM intrusion.
On your wound?
I'll DM intrusion here.
Okay.
If you want to reject it, you can, but you are in fact startled by this.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me a check to stop from screaming or making a noise or something of that effect.
Cool. So what's the difficulty here?
It's going to be open-ended. The more noise, or the higher you roll, the less noise you make.
Cool. So I am specialized in stealth.
That works. That's a thing.
That lowers whatever it is by 2 steps. So I'm just going to put specialized, and I'm going to roll difficulty 0 and...
Yep, we add 2 steps to it is what's going to happen.
Whatever speed, I guess, to clamp my hand over my mouth. Preferably with whatever that item is, so I can go in my mouth.
Oh no!
You can do that.
I am.
Yeah. What do you want your minor effect to be?
That I was so quick that whatever he placed in my hand went in my mouth, and I swallowed it.
Done.
On accident.
Yeah. I was like,
it tastes strangely like a date.
I bet it would.
Yeah.
I don't know what your dates taste like.
Turns out Denine is allergic to dates.
Right. Now the poison spreads from the head down. Son of a bitch.
You feel slowly but surely, you feel the tingling start to go away in your legs.
I kind of like look. Gregory Popeson. Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. There's bad guys out there.
Yeah, no, I know. I walked right past them.
Okay. Because you're invisible.
Yeah, I know. You guys left me when I was taking a piss.
Okay. Well, you're invisible, not inaudible. You could have shouted.
By the time I turned around, you guys were just gone.
Take louder pisses.
I told
Write your name in the sand.
But you were gone. Would you have seen it?
Yeah.
Forceful piss, so we know where you are.
I literally shouted at Scout. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go use the bathroom."
Scout's the worst person to ask that to.
Yeah, he was talking about something like a wiggler. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's his pet. Anyway, can you go kill those guys?
What? No. What?
Oh, okay. Can you be a ghost?
Ooh.
No, not under here. They'll look under here. Go out there. Nell's bombing. He's trying to tell him there's a robot armor. I think he tried to put robot armor on. I was slapping a snake. I wasn't paying attention.
You probably shouldn't do that in public.
No, it was an actual snake.
Oh.
It's over
Okay.
there. I killed it.
All right. So you want me to make a distraction of some sort?
Yes. You distract, and then I will come out from somewhere and pretend to be Nell's less blue son.
Okay. How are you going to explain the back ripples?
I'm adopted.
Good luck. He just, and you don't hear anything, but you do see the ground, the dirt in the ground start to shift. Yeah.
And I wait for startling noises.
All right, Nell. So what was your roll? Hey, you succeeded.
Could have taken 2 seconds to figure that out before we went the other direction.
Sorry.
I passed.
Yeah. My bad. I was doing while you were getting the roll ready. So there's no lapse in action. So he looks at you and says, well, mechanized units.
Yeah, it's a new thing, you know. As Nell's kind of, you know, doing the Italian sign language as he's talking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that he's gonna forget that his badge for the Knights of Truth is kind of hanging inside of his jacket. So
Yeah.
he may or may not see that badge, but Nell's not gonna willfully go like, "Oh yeah, check it out, I'm fucking Knight of Truth." You know?
In fact, he does see that, and he kind of stops you, puts a hand on your chest, clearly about a sign of dominance at this point, and moves aside the clothing and sees the. What is this?
What's it look like?
It looks like a piece of shiny metal with the Word of the Truth logo on it.
Oh, so you do know how to read. It's a badge, my friend. Maybe you should talk to our Pope.
He puts the shirt back down, looks up at the rest of his men and say, "All right, we're done here," as he gets back onto his horse.
Yeah, you know.
Just as they're getting ready to leave, from the hill, a boulder starts falling down. It looks like it's coming towards not just the commander, but you as well. It starts rolling faster and faster and faster, and it actually looks like it's about to collide with the cart as well. What do you do?
Do we have horses or some kind of things on the?
Yeah.
Whew. Nell is gonna close up the back and slap one of them horses on the butt, or one of the Numen horses.
Okay. D9, as the Numenors, as you are underneath the carriage, out of nowhere you hear, "Arr!" I don't know if it makes a horse noise, but and then it takes off. The cart just rips out from underneath you, and now you're just standing next to a dead horse, and everyone can see it.
A dead horse? The horse is dead?
Wow, what are you? Dead steak.
Wow.
I don't know my own story.
I quickly, so I hear him smack the horse, and then I can hear the horses begin to move. I immediately put my hands up, like I had them underneath the cart, and I say, "I fixed the cart, Dad!"
Oh, my bad. As you say that and the cart falls past, Nell, or the commander, just like looks down at you guys. At this point, the boulder hits what appears to be... the boulder hits what appears to be a little bit of a slope in the ground and then launches up. It floats in the air for 2 seconds. You can see exactly where this thing is going as it and crushes right down on top of the commander. All you can see is his legs underneath just twitching. The horse knocked unconscious next to him.
Where are the rest of his men?
All the men at this point just kind of get up. They grab their weapons. They're getting off, and they're looking up at the top of the hill, and they start moving up there.
Yeah, I, looking like a 13-year-old, go, "Oh my God! Did you guys see that?
Hey, cool.
That was pretty nuts, huh? You think he's gonna be okay? Dad, is he gonna be okay? Dad, I'm okay, Dad."
Bull! God damn it, Popson!
Damn it, Bobby.
I don't know you.
I'm okay, Dad.
Oh,
Dad.
That's what Nell says when he slaps the horse. He goes, "Whoa, get over here."
Get out of here, horse.
Propane accessories.
Yeah, I just behave like a child who just saw a boulder fly and strike a man.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Nell's gonna play into that and go, "Shield your eyes,"
Okay, Dad.
and awkwardly like reach over. He doesn't want to touch his face, so he just kind of holds the hand in front of his eyes.
Awkward handhold.
One of you guys can roll a deception check with an asset.
To continue this ruse.
Yeah, difficulty 3.
I feel like I want Nell to do it, but I will if I.
Are you? I'm not trained in anything. I'll roll it.
I'm the most trained in deception.
Oh yeah, well then definitely do that.
So what is the difficulty?
With an it's a difficulty 3, but you're also getting an asset, so it drops it to a 2.
I succeed.
Okay, cool. That's what I figured.
So I have an asset for it, which drops it to a 2. I have connections to an organization, which is the Knights of Truth. So everything I interact with the Knights of Truth is degraded by 1, and I have deception as a skill, so it's a 0. But I'm gonna roll in case it's a 20. Beep. It's not.
Okay. The soldiers kind of spread out in a single file line and start slowly moving and hiking up this hill. About 25 minutes go by. When they come back down, they all seem to look completely confused.
What happened?
There's no one up there. I don't know how this happened.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like boulders fall, right? Sometimes it's a boulder.
Yeah.
Like rocks move. The Numen Earth moves.
Just a big rock in the middle of the desert.
I think it was just bad luck.
It's weird. Yeah.
We need to report this.
Well, yeah, that guy's super dead.
Definitely. Do you guys wait, you said it killed a horse. Did it kill our horse?
No.
Okay.
Your horse is fine. It didn't kill the horse either.
Ooh, okay.
Knocked unconscious.
Yeah, there's no animal cruelty on that.
Come on, bro. PETA.
For snakes.
Except for snakes.
God, can you imagine the DMs? I can't believe you let somebody kill an imaginary horse on your show.
Attacked by PETA.
Dog-sized worms were dog-sized, which means they're close to being a dog, and you
Right.
mean you.
Well, it's fiction PETA, right? So,
It's
And
Nita.
Numenera?
It's Numenera.
Numa PETA.
Everything is Newman something.
Newman something.
In this world, that's the whole deal.
Is that where we're going with now?
It actually says it in the preface. If you've read the book, it says everything in this world is preface.
Myth and I were on a space game once, and we just renamed everything. Like Google was Spoogle, it was Space Google. For an entire several weeks, it was everything just had an S in front of it instead. So
It's a space spoon.
Numenera, Newman Zone, all that good stuff.
Newman's Own Lemonade.
So, they kind of get ready as if they're going to hop back on, and they start turning their horses around and going back the way they came.
Excuse me.
Oh, you want to keep doing this? Okay.
Hey, what's over there?
What are you pointing at?
Where they're going?
They look back. Camp.
Oh, is there a town over there?
Just camp.
Oh, okay. Have a good day, sir.
And they start heading off.
Oh, shit, yeah, that was close.
How many people are in your camp? Do you have any weaknesses?
Nell's gonna look at Deneen and go, "Probably should have seen what they were after, huh?"
Boulders are their weakness, clearly.
Yeah. They're clearly an electric type.
And for the first time, you now hear it. Nell, was that good enough?
Jesus.
Do you see? You see what I'm saying? Every time. That's what you did.
That's me, yeah. I guess. Ooh. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Terrifying.
That was messed up.
Unfortunately for Scout and Jacoby, Gregory Popeson's right here.
Yep. Do we go find him?
I'd like to say he was here the entire time. He'll argue otherwise, but...
Yeah.
I most certainly wasn't. You guys definitely did without me.
Do we have any bells in the cart?
We could probably fashion a bell.
Yeah, we need to put a bell on him.
Bell.
Yeah, just a floating bell.
Yeah. So Scout and Jacoby went to find you because we didn't intentionally leave you anywhere, Gregory.
Yeah, not intentionally.
And they've been gone for about 3 days.
Well, they're dead.
Well, they're definitely not dead. It's Scout. I'm pretty sure he's immortal.
Yeah.
He may have killed Jacoby.
No,
That
the
is
other
a
one's too
possibility.
nerve-wracking.
How does Popeson have any character judgment to know this?
I believe that could be true. He could have killed.
Little do we know.
It's a jock and a nerd. They don't mix.
If it came down to survival, I believe that Scout would kill and eat him.
Yeah, but I don't. That little guy. He's. Ooh.
I mean, if there were guns around, then I think Scout would be in trouble because he would forcibly push one through his body.
Yeah.
It's hard to come back from a gun through your insides.
You ever had a gun that shot bullets that were the same size as the gun?
No, those don't exist.
These guys, they only know the power that Jacoby has is throwing someone's gun through them.
Yeah.
Actually is pushing something. It's just the fact that if they have a gun, it's going through
It's
them.
just that it's always been parts of them or guns.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, the Jacoby
Every
guy's
body will become a weapon towards what you have.
Did you ever notice that he takes the guns and doesn't actually fire the gun? He just fires the gun itself. Very
Yeah,
strange.
it's like a weird Jackie Chan movie. He just uses everything but actual weapons.
Who's Jackie Chan?
Sorry. Sometimes I can see into other dimensions.
Numajaki.
Jackie.
It's in the data sphere. You wouldn't understand.
Numa-chan.
It's in the data suit.
So I don't know how to fix. No, not fix. Find them. Scout was our navigator.
Where were you supposed to meet them?
Right here.
You're right now?
Right here.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, the dude revving his monster
Are you going
truck.
up to the man upstairs?
There's a dude outside my window in the middle of the ghetto revving up his car like anybody cares.
And upstairs.
He's stretching
So-
his dick out.
Yeah, bro. Let it breathe. He looks at you can't see him looking at you, but you feel as if he's like staring at you. He's like, so what do we do now?
We were going to wait here. Then I got bit by a snake, and I slapped it around. And then there were nights, and then you came here, and then now we have to get our horses back in the cart as well.
What do we do about that guy?
Well, he's very dead, Gregory.
His buddies didn't take him back? Jesus Christ.
Oh, but you can't move the rock yet.
Oh, the rock stopped on him?
Yeah, it landed,
Yeah,
landed
yeah.
like on him.
Like the house on the Wicked Witch.
Oh,
All you could see is his head.
I thought it rolled down a dune and was in just
No. It went.
Yeah, it hit like
Oh.
a ramp, and then landed on top of him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
He's very dead, Gregory. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Yeah. You told me to make a distraction.
You did. You distracted him to death.
Hold on. What parts of this guy is underneath the rock? What can we see?
You can see his legs.
The ruby slippers are unscathed.
Yeah, I'm gonna take his boots and make Popeson wear his boots.
Do me a favor.
Oh, Poston.
Just make him wear his boots. So it's just a pair of walking boots.
Just a pair of walking boots. The boots were made for
take-
walking, and that's just what they're gonna do.
Oh my God!
That's what.
You better be careful because one of those days those boots might just walk all over you.
Man, he's the Popeson. You know, he's
Yeah.
gonna get up to an area of power.
I think we're stretching.
Yeah, I tried. The bit went on way too far.
Yeah, way too long. It started with me. I
Is
took
the
it way
name of our new religion gonna be the partial truth?
The half truth.
It's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. That's the season finale's episode name.
So you take off his boot, and as you do, you see what appears to be a small container just fall to the floor. It's very thin. It appears to be made out of leather or something of the sort.
Nell's gonna take it and throw it to Deneen and just say boot flask.
Oh, I don't. Oh, okay, I don't catch very well. This is head-
Nell's definitely gonna assume that this is just literally a boot flask with liquor in it.
Yeah, no.
So
In leather.
it's a leather pouch,
Yeah.
a leather liquid pouch.
No, it's just leather. A leather pouch. Yeah.
Why did I
I don't know.
pull? I don't know where I got that from. I don't know why I assumed it. I guess because the only thing I'm assuming that's going to fit in a boot is something slender. Okay. Yeah. So, no, he's not going to say boot flask. He's not going to give a shit and throw it to Deneen to check out because he's trying to pull off boots off a dead man.
D-Nice, you managed to catch it.
What is in it?
You open it up and you find what appears to be 3 pill-size objects. Each of them are red and blue. Or red top, blue bottom. That's the pill.
Like we get like some Dr. Mario pills.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what this is. Can I try to figure out what these are?
Yeah. Are you trained in Numenera?
Nope.
I guess you can make me an intelligence check.
Sure. Difficulty.
3.
Okay. Difficulty 3. I succeed. Oh no, I don't have an asset. I lied. I don't know where that came from. Let me turn that off. I fail.
Okay. Well, you know that you have a couple pills.
Okay. I don't know what this is, but I think we eat them. Or they are Hobson, cover your eyes. They
Oh yeah, you first.
go on the other side. I'm going to try it in my mouth.
Yeah. You
So
first.
You find mystery pills, and the first thing you do is take them. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a 1d6.
You put it in your mouth.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I mean, it's episode 4. We only got, I don't know,
Yeah.
too many episodes left.
Touche.
5.
Okay, it's a level 5. So you're ingesting the pill, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You immediately collapse to the ground.
Perfect. It was a suppository the entire time.
You don't make noise as you go down. In fact, you start snoring loudly.
Perfect.
These are sleep-inducing pills.
You hear the snores of it was a suppository.
Back at the tower. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead now. I apologize.
Yeah, no, that thing wasn't really going to do much, but
Okay. Audible gasp has been noted. Back at the tower. So you make your way up the stairs. How long do you want to travel up the stairs for?
I am going to travel until I find Gregory Popeson or something interesting.
Okay, Scout. Noted.
Yes.
Scout, what exactly are you doing?
I'm taking that box out of the wall.
Okay. It's stuck in there. The blast has launched it into the wall, and it kind of like embedded itself in there. Go ahead and make me a strength. Go.
Question.
Answer.
So this is like a pod, and there's like an opposite side of it. that I
Was a
can
pod.
walk into. Was a pod. Can I walk to the opposite side of the wall where it's embedded?
Oh, well, you mean like around it?
Yeah.
No. It's
Oh.
the wall or the wall of the room.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'll totally roll a mic check. Let's do it. Do I get a minus for having being a Proxima?
What? Is that a thing? That's a thing.
No, it's not a thing. I want to use something. I got a crowbar.
Okay.
And I want to use the crowbar as an asset. What's the difficulty on this?
It's gonna be a difficulty 4.
4. Okay. So that's an asset. I'll do untrained and lower it to a 3 because I'm not really trained in anything. And I'll see if I have any other tools that will help out. I have hammer and spikes, but I believe that will just make it worse. Okay, I think that's it. So I'm gonna roll a 3. So I hope I get a 9 or better with a might.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go over my skills real quick, make sure I don't have anything. Can I intimidate it out?
Yes.
What do we get here? How the fuck?
You don't manage to get it off of the wall, but pulling on it, you kind of break the metal
Mhm.
and stumble backwards. Just as you're about to fall into what appears to be sparks behind you, you feel something stop you.
Mhm.
And looking back, you can see it almost looks like a black arm just kind of pushes against it and then keeps you steady.
Yes, I like this team.
Me too.
Who are you?
Silence.
Why? We could get like so much accomplished if we talk to each other. Do you not like humans?
In due time.
Okay, well, I'll agree to that. Just warm up to me. I like you already. On that note, when I'm becoming fucking Venom, I open the box. I'm like, thank you. What should I call you?
Silence.
Well, silence.
No, I mean, like, there's just no sound.
Jiggler. Thank you, Jiggler. And then going to go open the box. Does it say something? I thought,
It has the same symbols that you saw before on the pod.
okay. What's in the box?
In the box, you see what appears to be a belt that has, or belt buckle rather, that seems to have a button on it and what appears to be an adjustable dial around it.
Can I roll skilled with Numenera on this?
Yes, you can.
What is the difficulty?
Roll me a 1d6 plus 2. I'll let you know.
1d. Whoa, I need a D in there. 1d6 plus 2. 4.
Okay. Difficulty 4.
Okay. So, difficulty 4. I'm trained and skilled with Numenera. Is there any language on it?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
I take that back. One of the symbols from the pod look very similar to the symbol on here. One of those, which you now know as letters of some sort, look very familiar on here. But two of them rather. Two of them, yeah. But the first letter you've never seen before. Only the last two.
Okay. So I'll deal with that in a second. I'm going to try to figure out what this belt buckle is. I believe that's all I got for Numenera stuff. So I'm trained in Numenera. Let's roll it. Let's see. Yeah.
Okay. You imagine by wearing this and activating it that you could potentially move through some type of hole in space and time and appear somewhere else up to 400 feet away.
I take it this is a cipher.
Correct.
I'm going to call it Dimension Door Belt.
You can call it a teleporter bounder.
It's Dimension Door Belt already.
Sure.
Okay, it's a teleporter. Teleporter up to 400 feet. That's all I need to know. What level is it for, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 100 times the cipher level.
Do I have to have it? Can I equip it, like put it on over my belt buckle, or do I have to, like, will that activate it?
You have to press the button to activate it.
Okay. Well,
and here's the information for you too, by the way.
Okay. Let me put that in there because I just put teleporter up to 400 feet because I'm a cheap ass bitch.
Yeah. While you're figuring that out, I'm going to go back to Jacoby.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I mean, the only you can jump Jacoby. The only thing I'm going to do after this is use intelligence, try to decipher what the fuck's on this wall.
Okay. Jacoby. Yep. After what seems like an eternity at this point, it's actually only been 30 minutes. You hear, "Do you know what the definition of insanity is?"
I just hear it.
Mm-hmm.
In my head.
You can't tell.
Hello?
Hi.
Are you watching me?
Yes.
Where are you?
Here.
Where's here? Where's the boy?
What boy?
There's a kid that was tracked here. We're looking for him.
You hear you hear your
swear.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You hear your own voice being repeated back to you, and as it's being repeated back to you, it slowly starts to shift back to the voice that you were just hearing. Word of truth?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know anything about a boy. You smell funny.
Okay. You don't know anything about, you've never seen a child or anything, or a walk through here at all?
Have not.
Step through here, even some funny sounds?
No, but how do you see something that's not able to be seen?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? What do I mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? Because I was asking what you meant.
Right, and I'm confused about what you meant when you were trying to figure out what I meant.
Very simple. I just wanted to know what you meant, so then I could respond accordingly.
But I was confused about what you were saying. How could someone who can't be seen walking somewhere?
I never mentioned to him about being seen or not. So if you know, then we have things to talk about.
I have no idea who Gregory is.
All right, where are you?
Here.
I continue up the tower.
You know you're not actually going anywhere, right?
Then tell me which way to go.
Just go home.
I won't rest until we find the child.
Well, then you were most likely going to be walking for a very long time.
And why is that?
Because you're not going to find the child here.
And where is he?
Not here. What do I look like, a psychic?
This is the definition of insanity.
Yeah, this is it.
Foreshadowing.
And then I leave. I don't. Myth would leave, but Jacoby would probably press on.
I wonder. And he says that as you are you leaving or are you turning back? Are you continuing?
He's also having a struggle. He doesn't really know.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
Now we're talking.
If you can give me a present, I'll let you out of here. If you can't, then I will bet with the others to see how long it'll take for you to die.
But you weren't going to let me out of here. You know where the kid is. You won't tell me where he is, and you weren't going to let me out of here.
I mean, not without a present.
Well, now it's not without a present. Now there's a deal being shown, but there wasn't a deal a moment ago. A moment ago, it was leave. So there's something you have down there, and I point back behind me, and I'm not going down there for whatever that reason is, because you're trying to hide something, and that is some sort of trap or something.
No, you've already fallen into the trap. You've been in the trap. You haven't left the trap. You live in the trap.
The mind of Jacoby is a maddening place.
He continues onward.
All right. Have you tried counting your steps? 1, 2, 3, 4. And every step you take, he continues to count.
Perfect. I don't have to count him.
Yeah. And then he stops counting at 7.
Why did you stop?
Because I know you're continuing.
Continuing what?
Counting.
I'm not counting.
Really? What step are you on?
Doesn't matter.
Are you actually not counting?
No, he's actually not.
Okay.
He actually doesn't care.
Yeah, I feel you.
He's trying not to give in to whatever this guy's doing, because the dude is trying to get inside of his brain, obviously. So he's trying his best to not actually care about anything that this man is saying. So he's just continuing on to continue the mission. In his mind, he can't be in some sort of trap. He's been going up a spiral staircase this whole time. So
Yeah. You know, I think it's you're gonna find him right around the bend over there. He's right there. Just look. You could see him almost around the bend. No?
How would I see someone if I can't see them?
Oh, that is a good question.
Yeah, question you already asked, and an answer you already knew about.
Yeah, so how do you see something that can't be seen?
I'm not looking for the kid. I'm looking for where you are.
Well, I'm here.
How do I get to you?
Stop.
I stop.
Turn around.
He turns around.
And just a few steps back, you see that pencil-thick creature with the pitchfork. He's just kind of holding on to it.
Stupid thing. All right. Oh my God, you.
Hello.
All right, where is he?
Where's who?
The boy.
What boy?
The invisible boy that you knew about.
I know about a lot of things.
Why?
It's my job to know.
Why?
Because I keep the records.
Why?
Why? Why?
I want to know.
How about this? I will give you a bit of information if you give me a present.
What's the present?
I don't know. You got to give me the present. I'm not going to tell you what to get me. That's so cliche.
I don't know you, so a hint would be nice.
You want to take time to get to know me? You might be here a while.
I'd like to know where the boy is and what you're doing here.
He looks at your wrist blade. That's very nice.
It's very sharp, too.
Yes. Can I have it?
Yeah, sure. And I go to unstrap it, and then I
I already know what's about to happen. Yeah.
I go to unstrap it, and I force push it open into his head.
To try to hit him, right?
I can't force push it. Yeah, I go to like unstrap it, and then I flick it open with my arm, and just try to kill him.
Okay. Roll to hit. Difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3.
This is how we get stuck in the endless tunnel forever.
And it's true. He doesn't know it's endless.
You deserve to be there.
You deserve to be there.
If anyone does, it's you two.
That's true. So this is gonna be. I have stealth. I don't know if that counts. Hold on. Yeah, I'll reduce it back here. Would you say this is might or speed to attack it? Probably speed.
Speed. You're trying to catch him off guard.
I'll have to just do it. Naked. Yeah, I missed. I don't know why I said 2. It's supposed to be not that one.
Can I GM intrude here?
Actually, is your blade a light weapon?
My blade is a light weapon.
That succeeds. All light weapons count as an asset towards an attack roll. So a 3 is really a 2 for light weapons. So you do succeed.
That's great.
Okay. Can I
You can still, yeah.
Yeah, can I okay, cool. As you force push it at him, he kind of catches it.
Okay. How does he kind of catch it?
With his hands. Like he'll grab it at an air and just like, oh,
okay.
You know, I mean, start playing with it. Is that okay? You want to take it?
Yeah, of course, it's fine. And I will
give the XP.
Give the XP to Jacoby. Is that a score?
Just to scout, you mean?
Did you just give yourself like your own XP?
One to me. One to scout. Thank you. I just want to get 2 so I could really level up faster. Not many people do that. It's
Question: can I level up my character now, or do I have to wait till the end of the session?
I don't know actually. I think you can advance something in the middle of a session?
Yeah.
Need 4?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to be specialized in medium bashing.
Okay. Noted. So he says, this is very fine. So what is your name, Jacoby?
What is your name?
Spittle.
Spittle.
Yes.
Where are you from? Spittle?
I'm from somewhere called Sputnik.
You're from a place called Sputnik. Where is Sputnik?
It is a small piece of metal floating around a large rock.
You live in that? How? What's a small piece of metal? What are you talking like?
Well, that's where I was born.
Like a space station?
What's a space?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and what are you doing here?
Well, as you can imagine, this place is a lot better than a small piece of metal floating around a rock. I mean, I would like to call it vacationing.
I have no context about this rock or how big this metal is besides you saying small.
I mean, it'll take me about 3 minutes to walk around.
Okay. That seems pretty small. All right. So, what are you doing with the boy?
I'm not doing anything with the boy. I don't care. That's not my concern. Oh, well, can I keep this?
Keep what?
And he holds up your wrist blade.
Yeah. Yeah, you keep
Thinks for a couple of seconds and then tosses it back to you. He is with your friends by the river.
Good thing you gave it back. And I strap it and I strap it back on. Actually, wait, he says it's by my friends down by the river.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend. Oh no, never mind. I'm actually gonna now force it open. As it's in the air, could I force it open so it
as he
cuts off his head, or just like impales his face?
As he throws it up, I still haven't let you get out of here, he says as it floats through the air.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't think I care. I mean, I haven't had any indication that I'm trapped in here.
I feel you. Go ahead.
It still feels like he's just going up a thing. So it's like the guy says, "You're trapped. Haha, you should leave." So it's like, okay, I'll just leave. The only trap that he thinks is probably down by the well. I don't know. So I think Jacoby was just going to kill him. This guy is way too silly for Jacoby to care about living or keeping him alive.
Okay, go ahead.
I will reduce the 2 and force it. I'll force push it. It's not going to do that much damage unless I of course, do a full thing here. So let me just do a full wrist blade attack, I guess. What difficulty is this man?
3.
Still 3. Okay. If I press the red die, is that the one that will? Maybe it's this.
I think it's the green one.
What'd you get?
I got an 8, but that's still not. But it's a light weapon.
Yeah, you succeed.
Okay, cool.
And it kind of stabs through him. And where you would expect his body to collapse to the ground, you just see black goop fall to the ground. And it seems to have a bit of a nebulae effect to it, the inside of it.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, I mean, he's not him anymore.
Right. I'm going to inspect, or I'll grab the wrist blade out of the goop or whatever it is, clean as much as I can off, wiping it off of like something nearby, and then I'm going to use the wrist blade as a tool to inspect this goop a little bit more.
Yeah, and
is it reminiscent of the black ichor from an episode?
Oh yeah, it's identical. And the one that's currently on Scout as well. As you play through it, it looks as if it's a set of almost like neurons just connecting, right? It's got that same kind of structure, the nebula inside. It's black, but it does have that pink feel to it, where it's almost as if it's if you're looking at neural connections almost. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
No, that's okay. It's Numenera. All right, so I will.
The image though makes sense, right?
I have an image in my brain. I don't know if it's the one you want, but
it doesn't matter. That's the point of RP, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, yep, I have an image. So yeah, I'll make my way back down to where I would think Scout is, with a little bit of this gross ichor.
Okay. So you start walking down the stairs, and you just see the opening leading out. The right door on your right hand side is just open. The left door is now closed.
Leading outside?
Yep.
Okay.
It's nighttime. I would like to point out too.
And it was before, or it was not before?
Was not before. It was daytime.
Interesting. All right. I'll make my way out and I'll look up and try to find where Scout is.
Okay, Scout. So you're trying to inspect the wall, correct?
Yeah, I'm spending where the characters are. I'm spending 1 intelligence, and I'm using my decipher ability, which is I spend a minute and I can roll a difficulty base 3, depending on how difficult I'm looking at. I don't know if there's anything additional that I need to know.
So it's just a base 3 roll no matter what?
Well, no, it's depending on the difficulty. So you can be like, it's base 3 if it's like really something you think is a 3, or is it more?
I'm going to say that it is more difficult just because no one here speaks it.
Okay.
Right. Whether it's a faraway language or dead language. But I'll say that it's going to be a difficulty 4.
Okay. I don't have anything trained in it. And as I'm spending the minute trying to figure it out, I'm very much like, so Jiggler, how do we get out of here?
I'm sorry. I stayed silent. I was like, oh, maybe he'll. No, it's silent. There's no response.
Is it silent? Jiggler, we need to get out of here.
Oh, yeah, still silence. I apologize. I keep doing that. I'm an asshole.
I succeeded.
So you're trying to analyze what?
What? So I don't learn the language, but I can decipher what it means.
You guess that this is a branding of some sort, and it's probably from some sort of nation, none of which that you know or have seen before.
Interesting. At this point, I think like, because that's all I can do with that. Is my wounds healed over? Like, am I getting health back?
Yeah, you're fully healed.
Oh, I'm fully healed? Okay. Damn, dude. That's fucking baller.
That'll be a curse.
No, it's his best friend.
Well, yeah, out of character me is going.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Xenos of some sort, or something that's not human. So Scout likes it more than everyone else.
Yeah, because
it's actually Xenu from Scientology, just in 9 million years, just 1 billion years in the future. That's
Jesus!
That was Xenu, not Jesus.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's very different, Bob.
Bob, well, I didn't say anything.
You said Jesus. No, it's not Jesus.
I didn't say. Oh.
Can I search around the room for anything additional, like any other, maybe one of those round batteries that the Gaians have, or any other kind of materials that I can use to my advantage or salvage?
You don't, unless you're going to salvage parts of the pod. You don't really see anything else of value down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna salvage parts.
By that I mean like scrap metal.
Okay.
Yeah, because it did blow up. So if you want to grab a couple of pieces of scrap metal, you can do that.
Okay. Is there anything else of value in there?
No.
Okay. What's below the pod?
It looks as if something impacted it. You're probably guessing the pod. It's definitely a small crater the size of the pod.
Oh, okay. Well, on that note, if there's nothing else in here, I would go to the door, because I figured Jacoby is just trying to walk forward and in an endless shuffle, because he wants to get through it. So I make my way out the door after I'm done with that shit.
Yeah, you stand in the landing, and the door across from you, which was the door that, or looks similar to the door that you came into the tower with, is obviously still closed. The only way is up through the stairwell.
Yeah, so I would make my way up.
Okay, so you start walking up. How long do you want to walk for?
Like a minute.
Okay, you walk up a minute.
And then if I don't see Jacoby, I turn around and I'm like, Jiggler, is this the trick to this place? And then
as you turn back around, you see Jacoby kind of standing at the landing you just were, and then the door to the right is open and the door to the left is closed.
Oh, there you are.
Jacoby, you look up the stairs and you can see Scout up the stairs.
Oh my god! All right, let's get out of here. The kid's not here, I think. I met this weird creature. You remember that weird looking, pencil thin?
Oh, where is he? I wanted to talk to him.
Oh, he's dead. So the
why would you kill him?
Well, I didn't say I killed him.
I know you.
I killed him. All right. So the reason why is because he was a mess. He
was not cleanly, so you killed him?
I'm trying my best to explain the experience I had with him. No, I didn't.
You didn't what?
Exactly.
Jiggler, do you hear all this?
That was a very, very, very good breakdown, by the way.
Thank you.
Does Jiggler talk back to me?
No.
You know, I'm going to keep calling you Jiggler until you give me a name.
Scout.
No, that's my name.
Are you talking to your shoulder?
Yeah, that's Jiggler.
You don't hear, by the way, Myth.
Yeah, but I could hear him talking to his shoulder.
Right. But you don't. What I'm saying is, you don't hear what he.
Are you saying we are one in some way?
There's silence.
No. Okay.
Were you talking to your shoulder?
I'm talking to Scout. He calls himself, or it calls himself.
That's your name.
Yes. So it may be that Can I roll survival to see if I can figure out what a symbiote is or a parasite?
I think we should get out of this tower. I think we need to leave this place.
You can, and once you're done with that, I'm going to go back to the river.
Yeah, no, that's I say that in game.
I don't know what the deal is. I rolled a 10. I don't know how much I can really gather from that.
Not much.
Okay. Well, it's my friend, and he keeps me alive. So, Scout, will you respond to Scout?
Well, all right. So I had a really annoying interaction with this alien thing. It had like I said, it was the weird looking pencil thin creature, and also it was filled with this. And like I flick open the wrist blade, and there's like a blob of the gross nebula stuff.
Do you actually flick it?
I flick it open, or I slide the blade out.
Yeah, it immediately jumps onto Scout's body and then joins the rest of the.
Oh boy!
Oh, see, it's jiggling.
Right. Well, this was the entrails of the creature that was holding us hostage here. It also knew where the boy was.
Well,
also had no information.
He wasn't holding the boy hostage.
Scout, can you roll me an intelligence check? No, actually, no. You don't have to. I'm going to jam intrude here if it's all right.
Okay.
As Jacoby flicks out the blade, every instinct in your body says that, oh, he killed this thing. He's now coming for me.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll take it, and I'll gladly take it, XP. And then, and so, like, all the hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. Bob?
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I thought you were describing.
No, I was like, that's what goes on. Like, all of a sudden, like, he pulls out his blade, and then I have, all of a sudden, my hammer slowly comes out, and I'm like, you can't take Jiggler away from me.
Whoa, okay. All right, Scout, I'm not taking anybody away from anyone.
Put the blade away.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
I got my hands up, and like as I put my hands up, it just slowly slides right back into wrist blade.
Okay, it's cool. It's cool. Scout Jiggler. We'll call you Skiggler. Skiggler. It's all good. And then, like, I imagine I feel like my senses calm down.
A little.
Okay. I'm a little on edge. It made me worried because you killed it, and then all of a sudden it was like you're coming after me. So I just have to be cautious because my jiggler senses were going off. Skiggler senses. I apologize.
Could I drop my hands and then have it slowly slide back out? I didn't lock it.
Yes.
Just go. No.
No.
Okay, that's weird. And I lock it and I go, we should leave. And I'll tell you about everything on the road because I don't think this place is good for us.
This place is awesome. Do you know there's branding in there?
What do you mean?
And this is from a nation?
This whole this?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we should talk about it on the way because I've had some interactions here, and the way that you're reacting to how I was, and I think us being split up had done something to both of us mentally, and we should probably just get out before
I'm
we
fine.
hurt each other.
I feel better than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Better than ever. And I start to mock dance, and then I flick out my wrist blade for a second.
No.
See,
No.
exactly, Scout. You wouldn't freak out about the fact that I've got this wrist blade.
No, but you killed the other Skiggler, and now this is a problem. You might come after my Skiggler.
I'm not going after your Skiggler, but I do need to let you know that thing is probably very dangerous.
No, it's fine. We're friends.
Okay. All right. Fine. And then I put the blade back. And I go, that you can have that, but keep it away from me.
Okay.
And then I go on to tell him about everything that happened with the weird imp thing and why I killed it, how frustrating it was, and I tried my best to explain the horrid interaction I had with whatever insanity creature that was.
You just sound really impatient.
With that comment, I'm gonna go get over to you
because we could probably have kept going.
Yeah. I don't like interrupting RP, but yeah.
No, this bickering would have gone on for a while.
Yeah, I got the idea.
Yeah.
D Nice and Nellium, what are you guys doing?
Were we able to retrieve our horse and buggy?
Yeah, 100%.
Numenors.
It only went a few,
sorry.
Numestrian.
Numenors and Nuggy.
Yeah.
I feel like you see the bickering and the camera pans back and Danita's back on top with the suntan thing. Trying to get that elusive moon tan.
Do you think that if I sit up here
Son of a... Every time.
and do this too, that I would get a tan?
No, I don't think so. All of your color's been taken away from you.
But don't you stay in the sun like that to get color?
Yes, but I think that's how it works.
Huh?
Yes.
Nell?
What?
Now, he's up here again. He took the shoes off now.
Put the shoes back on, Thompson.
They don't fit.
I don't care. We're not losing you again.
Stomping around like a Clydesdale. We need that.
He puts the boots back on.
Great.
Stuff some sand in them to fill in the holes.
But keep your feet in and then stuff them with sand.
Well, yeah, obviously. Don't put the sand out. I mean, come on.
Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? Are you guys still waiting here?
Shoes? Who just does that?
If the shoes are too big, you put your
I
feet
don't
in
think anybody
first,
would do
and then
that.
you stuff your shoes full of sand. That's how it goes. They didn't teach you that in shoe school?
Ow.
Shoe school?
I didn't go to shoe school.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
You know,
But we didn't have a
underprivileged youths.
We didn't have shoe schools in Texas. We just had shoe class.
Yeah.
So it was it was an 8th grade thing.
Shoe class.
Progression. It was just an introductory.
Is it a cobbler? Cobbler?
Is a
would be.
shoemaker.
But that's completely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Or
like
a
you're
dessert.
making shoes.
Are those the fairies that fix the shoes when the cobblers go to sleep?
Well, they're elves.
They're elves.
Oh, elves.
And
Okay.
the cobbler
Yeah,
is
okay.
the
Whoa.
man with the...
It's a very delicious pie-like dessert.
Yeah.
So what are you guys fucking doing?
I feel like all of me wants to go find them, but none of Deneen wants to do that.
Right.
Because there's no... Like, we were told to wait here, and it's only been 3 days, which is the exact amount of time it should have been.
Well, Nell figures that they're probably not coming back without Popeson.
Yeah.
So, let's start heading back.
All right.
Just for funny joking, wouldn't it be funny if you guys missed each other going back and they found the tower?
Yes, that'd be hysterical.
That would be
That
fun.
would be exactly our look, which is why I'm not doing this.
I think that was a hypothetical.
Now, I would say, Mel, I mean...
I'm not going to do that.
If they are,
There you go. You don't even got to write another episode. You just redo this one. Just flip it.
The trick is, no, I think if they are dead, we should put a number of days, a cap on it. We're at 3, perhaps 5 days is when we just leave.
I mean, 5 days. You want to wait 2 more days?
Yeah, so wait 2 more days. We have enough food, I think. And then if we leave, we have a carriage full of weapons and armor, so we are now merchants. And I am your child.
Weapons and armor that have the,
Yes,
logo of
correct.
El Pope.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, shit. Yes, Gregory.
I literally have not moved.
I know, but I forget you exist when you were invisible, and now that you're invisible, it's even easier.
Yeah, can I get my color back?
No, it's still... I have to pose as you.
If the rest of the season, Greg.
Gregory, we're on episode 4.
We have to get through the plot first.
So we did that to go moving forward, and then we lost him, and then we found him.
The plan is still the same, Gregory.
But can I at least look at you like you?
No.
Why?
I mean, let the boy see himself.
That's just not how it works. I can't just give him the crystal. If I give him the crystal, he just turns back into him.
No.
Now he turns into you. You gotta touch the crystal and
No.
you swap.
I look like him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are you actually saying that that's how it works, or your character is arguing?
I both of those things.
No. You guys know from experimenting before in the past last season that if somebody else touches it, you look like them now. The same way it would look like you, because your color is now stored in it. Somebody's color has to be stored into it.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
touch the crystal, then you look back to yourself, and then give him his color back.
But he doesn't know how to handle that.
Well, just for the time being, until we get the others back. There's no sense in him. What if we lose him again because we can't see him?
I also really don't like the feel of sand in between my toes.
He doesn't like to feel the sand between his toes.
Put on a hat then, Gregory. Use your head.
I mean, trust me, I went through this. You know how hard it is to aim and pee when you can't see what you're holding on to?
I feel like I've peed on myself at least 3 times.
Can't be hard at all.
No, you don't know. It's you don't know where the stream's going. Pee's invisible too, bud.
Have you tried it?
Never peed in the dark.
No.
Yes, but not.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's
Like,
going on.
when I'm outside, I cared where the pee landed.
Oh god. It's real hard to see where the pee's going.
I mean, you don't want nobody stealing it, so you got to make sure.
I always write my name.
Hey, man, dude, that's a real fear.
I sign off on every contract.
That's a real fear of people stealing my pee. I don't want that to happen.
Oh my god.
That's how they make voodoo dolls out of you.
No, they don't.
That's not true either.
They don't even need hair. They make a doll in your likeness and just whoop, dip a little bit in the old urine.
That's
and
that Texas voodoo is what it's
Yeah.
talking about.
The old urine Greyjoy.
I think we broke Mike.
Oh, god damn it. Oh man. Fuck.
Oh man! All right.
Deneen takes the crystal and he switches.
so far out of context,
He
so
switches
people-
back.
You're going to look like yourself now?
Yeah.
You're not going to let him look like
No,
you?
he can't handle that.
Touche.
That's literally what I said. I said, no, he can't handle that. We'll switch that for now. You just, this is what it means, though. I will give you your face back, but you now have to stay inside the carriage forever.
Okay.
Perfect.
I mean, you can dangle your feet out.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we just don't want you in the open.
Because if someone sees you and then kills you, then it's... Jacoby's going to be very upset about it.
Yeah, and he's scary.
More upset.
He pushes guns through people. I don't know if you've heard us talking about that earlier.
Yeah, multiple times.
Yes.
This guy we're talking about, he's the gun pusher.
Yeah.
Guns.
Some call him
Only guns.
the Lord of War.
No, I don't think anyone's ever called him that.
Oh.
Gun pusher, on the other hand, yes, for sure.
Anyway, this conversation was enlightening. Scout and Jacoby, you guys have been traveling for a day, heading back. You had little effort with the worms on the way back for some strange reason. However, one night while camping, Scout, you're sleeping and you open your eyes, and as you do, you're not in the middle of the desert anymore.
Where am I?
You seem like you are in some type of office.
What's an office?
I'm describing it to the player, not to the character. You find yourself in a circular room. All along the walls are books, and you notice that there are Order of Truth tapestries just about everywhere. Before you, on what appears to be a metal desk, is a series of papers that you kind of have your hand on, and the hand's moving without your knowledge or your feel. Like you're not controlling this.
Mm-hmm.
And as you start to read the words, it seems to be a declaration of war. A declaration of war against the Gaians, or the Gaianas. A Guyana, yeah.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah. And for a second, you feel like you can jump to a lot of different places in your mind. Multitude of different places. You can jump from here and you see a young boy in the city of Key. You can jump to the Gaians. You can jump back to the tower. You can jump to one of the little worms. You feel like you can be any of these things.
Interesting.
Jacoby, you're keeping watch at this point, I'm imagining you guys both sleep at the same time. And as you're standing there, you hear shifting of sand behind you.
Look behind me.
Standing there is Scout. His head is down, and you notice that on his shoulder, a black mass is just peeking over his shoulder, and there seems to be a red eye just looking at you. Scout stands with both of his weapons in his hand.
It's been a day or so of traveling. Did we recover anything at all?
Yeah, 100%. You're fully back.
We're back.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So that changes my moves. I hold my hand up and I go Scout, and as I'm doing that, I am focusing on this weird mass in this eye, and I'm choosing it as my quarry. I'm now trained in all tasks involving that target.
Okay. From here forth?
While it's in my quarry, yeah.
Okay. Scout takes
as long as I could see it.
Yeah. Scout takes a step forward, and you notice that his weapon hand starts to rise up.
I slide. With my left hand, my left hand's out, and my right hand has the wrist blade on it. I let down my hand slowly, and then I unlatch the. I unlock the blade, and then I I drop it to my side, and it slowly slides back out. And I lock it once again, ready for combat.
Yeah, and you notice. Oh,
Dowdy, you all right, buddy?
there is no response. The eye closes, and as it opens again, black ichor spits out from it towards you. Give me a speed check.
Difficulty?
To dodge it, I'd say probably a 4.
All right, so it's a 3. And then I will drop some stuff twice. So
You're doing effort?
Yeah, so now it's a 1
Okay, be the difficulty 1.
with minor success.
The black ichor falls. It not like it launched, but it lobbed, right? It falls to the ground next to you, and then you notice it slowly starts to roll over the sand back to Scout. And then you hear, "You will become one with us."
Could I cut it out of the air? I got a minor.
Yeah, with an 18, yeah, 100%. Go ahead and your speed roll was good enough.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do 2 damage to whatever. It may just split into 2 piles and then go back to it, but that's just what I wanted to do for mine.
Okay.
As it launches and just like step
Yeah,
aside. And cut it
same
in half.
difficulty. Same difficulty for the attack.
Well, I still did it. I'm just going to
okay.
do 2 damage because I got the minor success.
Oh, yeah.
It
That's
can do
perfect.
the exact same thing that it did narratively. Yep. I just wanted to instead do that.
Yeah, 100%.
So it rolls back. And he says you will join us.
2 of them fall down, and you notice that they start moving their way back. And he says, "You will join us. You will be many." And on that point, we'll call this session.
Oh, damn it.
I'm sorry, were you going to do something?
I was going to go look at my body because I am a perfect specimen.
You want to do that at the start of next session, or you want to do that now?
Start the next session.
Okay, cool.
We can lead in with that.
Yeah.
I am a perfect specimen. I hate you so much.
All right.
I
Make
hate
a
you
mental
so
note.
much. Yeah, write that down, Joe.
Yeah.
That being said, guys, this was episode 4 of Dean and Nell. This is episode 4 of the Knights of Truth, season 2. We will be back next week with more of plots and plans from Dean and Nell. This was called the Boulder episode.
Oh, Numenera goes.
Oh, there it goes.
Give it a do.
We got Numenulio's driving his Impala to the.
He's got the fiber optic thread run through this.
Fiber optic dreads, of course.
Who loves Newman soda?
Exactly. Who loves Newman soda?
Numacola.
Newman's own orange soda is what it is. Oh god, this was something. That's for sure. That being said, let's go around to our introductions. Get the hell out of here and let you guys get on with your day. We'll start with the other half of Nina and Nell, Frags himself. Who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you up to?
Yeah, KW Frags. You can find me on here. You can find me on Twitter, or you can find me, wherever.
Perfect.
Hey.
Got him.
Great. You can find me wherever you want. He's a business dwarf. Check him out. We'll jump over to Mythomatic. Who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you up to?
Hi, I'm Mythomatic. You can find me on twitch.tv/Mythomatic. You can find me there. And what am I up to? I am up to doing a lot of Mordhau recently, a really cool game. I've been explaining it like Absolver, Dark Souls, and Chivalry. Really cool combat game. If you guys are interested in that medieval stuff, check it out. Also, check me out. I've been playing a lot of it. It's a lot of skill involved. It's really cool. But as for me and this show, I have to remember that I'm fighting weird black ooze scout. Weird black ooze scout. All right, so I'm just trying to remember for next session because I haven't been doing that very well. Every time we start, I'm like, all right, what do we do? So
what is this game?
I'll remember this time. What game is this again? Anyways, thank you guys. It's been a blast. It always is so much fun hanging out with each and every one of you and playing and making stupid choices. I think if we didn't recover there, I was gonna die. And if I didn't roll that, I think before when I was fighting that weird pencil man, or when I was about to start fighting the pencil man, if I didn't succeed there, I would have probably died because I had very little speed, and if he attacked me at all, I would have just probably taken so much damage. So anyway, that was close. It was close for a bit, but
I mean, Scout might still kill you next episode, so
that's also a possibility. He could break me in half before I cut him in half.
Right.
Well, it depends. It depends. I have a plan.
perfect.
Yeah, awesome. Good. Good. Write that down. Because I don't.
Next week we'll hear Weird Scout's plan, but for now we'll hear from McLogan. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to?
My name's McLogan. You won't find me at Riot Games. I don't know. But got him.
Or anyone else right now, for that matter.
Oh.
I'm at twitch.tv/McLogan. I'm going to be streaming some GTA RP pretty soon.
I'm actually stoked.
I have a secret thing that's going on. And I'm excited. It's going to be starting some point this week. I'm not sure. Still figuring out the logistics. But you can follow me at my Twitter, at McLogan, and say how cool I am and how I'm a perfect specimen. And we can talk about me 24/7.
That's what we do. That's what him and I do together.
I feel like that's like 90% of what I do.
Yeah.
Talk about me?
Yeah, the other is eating and sleeping.
Yeah. I'm still a little upset about that other 10%, but you know.
Well, we can work on it.
Yeah. Speaking of being upset, Bob, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to?
My name is Bob. You can find me on Dyson Heroes. We run 3 games, and I think, in fact, we are going to be starting a one-on-one game soon between me and What Internet, or John, as you might find on this channel sometimes during the charity show, which is going to be really fun. We're going to go back and forth when the other person dies. It's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, that's me. You find me on Dyson Heroes. We stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Saturdays.
Cool.
And that's pretty much it.
Fantastic. That being said, guys, if you want to join the conversation, please head on over to our Discord. That is the community hub for unMadeGaming. And if you want to support the channel, the only way to do so is by checking us out over on Patreon or becoming a sub here on Twitch. And if you want to get all of these awesome VODs in audio format in a podcast, you can do that over on the Patreon as well. With that, we are going to go over and raid our friend Greg from Tales from the Grim. They are doing their Session 0 for Bad Moon Rising, their new Urban Shadows game. So definitely go check those guys out and give them all of your hot, sticky raid love. And from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.